What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we hit a milestone this year. Year to date, we were up $60,000, $60,109. Today, we're chipping away, made $158 on Nike. Just wanted to break that down for you real quick. If you look here, you can see that the gains that made the biggest gains on the year is Nvidia, around 27,000 with the 23,000 here, 4,300 here. And then moving down to Tesla, you can see 1,800 and 9,100, making up about 11,000. So I want to talk about Celsius stock. I have a position in CELH. You'll see in the taxable portfolio. You can watch it on the P&L 2024. But we had this sell off all the way from $98 on the right side, you can see here, all the way down to $31.66. I have a position around $31.88, and I've been holding on to them. When I look at this company, I definitely see good growth potential, but just from a chart perspective, I feel we are bottoming. It's all going to depend on how these earnings go, which is going to happen about 10, 11 days from now. And as you can see, we are still trading below this blue line, which is the 20 EMA, and then the white is the 9 EMA. Until we get above that, I think that is going to be the signal of change right there. So I think CLH has to get above around $32.50 and hold this level. Now, I'm kind of hoping we get a nice pop above before earnings, but we will see how it plays out. I mean, tell me what you guys think. I'm using Webull here so you can see, but this is using basically from October all the way to November. You can see that we had this spike up from $28.20 all the way up to $37, then started pulling back. And now we've been trading within this channel. And yes, I am trying to time it. And I have my position here around $31.88. If we get good earnings, definitely going to break through this channel. But this could just as likely, earnings goes bad, sells off, and retest new lows at $28, breaking down 10%. But if we get that move up, and let's say we're hovering around $32, 10% move from here would be back up to $34, $35. That would be kind of profit right there trying to take. So we'll see how it's going to play out on this. Another stock that I think you should be watching is TSM. I called this out on the community on YouTube. Click on community and you can see it. I was watching it when it was trading around 196, made some day trades on them. Definitely made some money on them so far, which is nice. Looking to get back into them now because now we are starting to form this pattern here. So as you can see here, we are getting some sort of channel forming, but I think what's really gonna happen potentially, we have earnings week. It's a big week for the big companies coming up next week. We are trading within this channel now, so we'll have to see if it's gonna hold this 200 level. I do believe we might get a retest of the 200 now that we've proven that 196 is the low, and then right up in here in this area, around 197 is held as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a retest around 200, good scalp entry potentially there. But there were limited buyers up here around the 204, 205 level. Looking at QQQ, you can see that basically since 2022, we've been trading within this channel, going all the way up. So is it a good time to buy QQQ? Not really sure right before elections. What I would try to do is, if you're going to be buying just dollar cost average, remember you are buying at the top. 502 is the high. Earnings is coming up. This is definitely, earnings go well, could potentially break this 502, make new highs, and then we'll see where it goes from there. If it breaks 502, I definitely think you can make a new high up to like 530 to be honest. But if earnings don't go so well, maybe we retest the lower of this channel around 465. We're in the middle. You got an indecision candle forming right here. And that's okay. Tesla has been on basically a monster streak. And the most thing, this is why I bring this up. If you look at this company, it was trading within this channel since 2021. So up here, down here to $90, $100, back up to 85, back down to 134. We have shares at 155 right now, so we're just sitting watching. But notice it broke out of this top channel. So potentially we could make a move. And I know it sounds crazy, but I think all the way up to at least 300 at this point. So another 10, 11% you can move up. It's definitely a nice solid gain potential. But definitely be careful. You've had a very bullish green candle in like 3 days, go from 212 all the way up to 270, which is insane. Tesla likes to make moves like that. I just want to bring this up. This is SCHD, the ETF. This dividend, they 4-to-1 their stock. You just traded $100. And now, if you look at it, there is a trend that I believe is forming, and where I'm going to be looking to make my next trade on them. And a lot of people just buy and hold SCHD, and I think that's perfectly fine. But when a share price is this low at $28, it definitely intrigues me because I can buy a ton of shares and try to day trade it. So what I'm looking for is I'm waiting for a pullback around this region, around 27, or pretty much at the end of 27.3 to 27 flat. Once we get in there, I'm going to start chipping away and trying to make some scalps on SCHD because it's only $28. So I could probably scalp this for some gains. I'm going to watch this around here. My long-term portfolio, yes, we buy a SCHD. But in my day trading account, I'm not afraid to make day trades on them. I think that this has potential. If we can get a move back down to about 26.45, that'd be great. But I think there's plays to be made around the $27 mark.